Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here, back here with another video, and welcome to part 2 of my goals for Black History and Empowerment Month, as I call it, for Thursday. I hope you enjoy it, and please, as ever, do feel free to comment any suggestions, ideas, suggestions, or whatever you think, whatever you answer a call, whatever you want to comment. In the comment section, as I try to learn my English a bit better. But anyway, here goes. I can't think of much to say for the intro, but as I say, I hope that what the hell happened to the timer? Sorry, I'm just looking at the timer. It seemed to have gone backwards, so I don't know what happened there. But I hope that bit recorded properly, my intro. Otherwise, I'm just wasting my breath, as usual. But anyway, here goes. So number 11. I would love to, for anyone who might be new watching. Sorry for those who have seen my other videos, but for anyone who's new, who might be new watching this video and these videos, I often do these 4-part list videos where I cover 10 pointers for each one. So just to explain that, in case I get any new viewers, hopefully, which I hope to get. But yeah, so welcome, and I hope the start of the intro recorded properly. But here goes. So number 11, I'd love to know from people, especially members of the Black community in America, what sort of cultures or traditions going on in alliteration. Again, as I often say in many of my videos, do you think tradition Thursday, do you think that the Black community should change, and also what can be done to change the Black community so that they are more empowered, and that kind of thing? What sort of things would you change about the Black community, or even about the world, or about society, or whatever? Number 12, what does the Black community do well that should continue to do and work on? What do you think are some of the strengths and positives about the Black community that they should work on and capitalize on, and that kind of thing? I think that'd be interesting to know. And how can the Black community mentor for and just generally teach and train each other up to empower each other? I think that'd be cool to know that kind of thing as well. Number 13, what are some of the troubles facing the Black community? Again, going alliterations, trouble Thursdays. Number 14, how can they work together to tackle those troubles that they face, those issues and troubles that they face? Number 15, how can the Black communities and as individuals and as a community, African Americans and the Black community generally, especially in America, as I often say, like whichever term, as I've been saying recently, whichever term you prefer, like whether you prefer the term Black or African American. It'd be interesting to know how many people prefer the term. Maybe I'll ask that as a question in the next video, like on the live chat thing. On the live chat, I might ask what terms people prefer to be called, whether it's Black or African American or whatnot, or what terms people prefer to use generally. But how can they help to how can they set better goals and achieve them, and advise each other, and again teach and train each other and that kind of thing, mentor for each other and whatnot, and how can Black people be supported to achieve their goals more? A lot of time, what I've heard from a lot of motivational speakers is that in school and in society generally, including from parents, people are taught to set their goals low, whereas there are many who are advised to set your goals higher. So I'd love to know what people think about that. Do you think you should reach for the stars, and if you miss, at least you'll get to the sky, or whatnot? At least you'll reach to the moon, perhaps, if not Mars, or something like that. But I suppose a lot of people think you should set your goals low so you won't be too disappointed. But I'd love to know what people think about goal setting, and what are the best ways for Black individuals and Black people as a community to set goals and reach their full potential and things like that. I'm a bit curious as to whether the start, as I say, of the video recorded properly. So I do hope that recorded properly, because something went wrong with the timer or the clock in the corner. But anyway, number 16, as ever, I'd love to know what are the best ways to empower the Black community in technology and on TikTok, on YouTube, like supporting Black. What are the best ways, for instance, to support Black TikTokers, YouTubers, technologists and whatnot, politicians, lawyers, judges, and the police? What are the best ways the Black community can work together to ensure they get the best possible access to fair and equal justice, for instance. I think that would be interesting to know. Would it help to have more police, more black police, more black lawyers and judges, and would it even help to have like the black community working together as a community with like the black community leaders and the black community generally working with like police, judges, lawyers, and basically law enforcement generally, especially police, especially the police who are the front line, sort of, so to speak. Would that be beneficial for the black community to ensure they get equal access to justice and improve relations between the police, between the black community and the police or the legal system? I'd love to know what you think the best ways are. Do you think having more police, judges, lawyers, and whatnot, as I say, legal professionals, human rights groups? Do you think having more people, and that kind of thing? Do you think more black people in those organisations and associations could help? And having like the Association of Black Professionals, for instance, the Association of Black Police, just like they have here in the UK. If they don't already have that in America, maybe those are some of the things they could learn from the UK. And those sorts of associations and organisations could work with young black children so that they help them to stay out of trouble, so that help them to stay out of crime and not get into trouble in the first place. As I say, prevention is better than cure. And would having more black politicians, for instance, would that help? And if they could achieve their goals and ambitions, could that help to ensure that they stay out of trouble and things like that as much as possible? Some might say gun ownership as well, like more black people having access to guns and things like that, so that they can protect themselves. But I'd love to know different theories and thoughts. Here in the UK, we're not used to people having guns that much, but I'd love to know what different ways people think that black people can generally be empowered. Number 17, can you imagine black people being empowered in the future? And I'd love to know what you think about that. Do you think things will get worse, or better, or stay the same? And what ideas do you think people should work on to ensure that they do hopefully get better for the black community? Number 18, again, I'd love to know any positive things that people can say about black traditions and things like that, and black traditions from around the world, and how they can learn from each other and network together and that kind of thing. Number 19, I'll say I think it'd be cool if there were many associations of black professionals, black police, black lawyers, judges, and human rights groups even working together to ensure they get access to justice. And number 20, I hope that older or people who are experienced in technology can teach people who are not as experienced. In some ways, I suppose, nowadays, young people probably have a lot that they can teach older people, especially when it comes to tech. And I hope people will share black TikTokers, YouTubers, and whatnot, so we can support their channels by subscribing to them, liking their videos, giving them views, and doing whatever it is that would support their channels. So if you are a black YouTuber, or you know any black YouTubers or TikTokers, I'm not on TikTok, as I mentioned recently, so I won't be able to subscribe to any TikTokers, but I'd perhaps be able to check out some black TikTok videos and channels and whatnot, and maybe do some reaction videos on those in the future. So if there are any videos you want me to react to, which you think will benefit the black community, please post them in the comments, and I wish you peace and love. I'm out.